I didn't expect it to come in on a freight truck. Don't worry, I'm gonna pop the hood. We're keeping it a secret for 6 months. The most popular question that I get, a total of 20 Tiki Falls 4.0. That's 7 holes that go a total of 16, total of 36. Looky here.
Hoʻomalu, Hana Hui A Maui. Aloha,
my Ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. And now if you're new to the channel, we talk about everything in the aquarium hobby, and does your boy have a doozy for you guys today? It's one of the most popular questions that's been asked, and it's about Tiki Falls 4.0. Now if you have no idea what Tiki Falls 4.0 is, I'll leave a card up above. Click that card. I devoted an entire playlist for Tiki Falls 4.0, which is my ginormous koi pond in the backyard. So you guys can see it from day one into the present day. The most popular question that I get on Tiki Falls is, what am I gonna use to filter this beast of a pond? Now when I say beast, it's gonna be between 6,000 and 8,000 gallons. That's how big it's going to be. Well, today's the video where I guess, announce what we're gonna filter this pond with. And before I do, I gotta give a huge shout out to MOANA. Without them, this video wouldn't be possible. Huge sponsor of the channel and Tiki Falls 4.0, and you'll see the reason why. Now I can't wait to show you guys and do an update video on Tiki Falls 4.0 because it looks so much different. Now if you're part of my VIP Ohana on Instagram, you guys already know and got the sneak peek. And if you want to be part of the VIP Ohana, go over to my Instagram account and subscribe. It's only 99 cents, but you get a lot of extra content behind the scenes. I've been taking the VIP Ohanas on this complete journey behind the scenes of the making of Tiki Falls 4.0. So they're caught up, they get to see everything, and maybe I might have added water in Tiki Falls. Maybe not. You guys are gonna have to stay tuned and see, or subscribe over on the VIP Ohana on Instagram. Getting back to this filtration system, I didn't expect it to come in on a freight truck in my neighborhood. So it came in a big old diesel. They dropped off this 545-pound crate in front of my house, and so I managed to wheel it up and we staged it on my driveway. It's been 6 months. Yeah, I've been holding on to this filtration and keeping it a secret for 6 months, and I'm gonna reveal it to you guys today. It is pretty big. I'm gonna show you guys. We actually moved it to the backyard, and you'll see some footage of it right here. See those yellow things over there on top of that trash can way over there? Those are moving straps. It made life so much easier for us to move that thing. That thing right there is about 300 pounds, minus the crate, minus the pallet. And now, without further ado, let's go show you what's gonna filter Tiki Falls 4.0. All right, my Ohana, and here it is. This is what it looks like on the outside. Don't worry, I'm gonna pop the hood. We're gonna look inside, but I just wanted to give you like a size reference on what it looks like. So if you guys wanna know the measurements, from top to bottom is 30 inches tall, and then lengthwise is 47 inches long, and then 40 inches front to back. So it's 40 inches deep or wide, or however you wanna say it. So let's pop the hood and see what's inside. Now looky here. Would you look at this beast of a filter system? So what I want to do is be the first to introduce to you the Mountain Tree Ecosystem Pond filter. Look at this thing. Isn't this thing gorgeous? Now I want to be honest with you. If you look on YouTube, you won't find somebody with one of these filters in their backyard here in the United States. So I kind of want to say this could be a YouTube first for the US as far as this system goes. I wanted to see if anybody had this pond filtration system and how it's working for them, but I have not found anybody on YouTube with this in their backyard as far as here in the US goes. And this thing is absolutely gorgeous, huh? Now, using scientific methods, Mountain Tree created this system to imitate the natural water environment with its circulating and self-cleaning process. And I can't wait to show you that. It's really easy to clean this thing too. This filtration system is designed to keep water pure and maintain cleanliness of the pond for a long time, remove smells, and maintain a fresh and pond environment. I can't wait to hook this thing up. This thing prevents the rapid growth of algae and avoid green hues in the water. Maintain the harmonic growth of the pond's natural ecosystem. So that's what I love about this filtration system. It's a natural ecosystem style pond filter. So we're gonna get into the nooks and crannies of this filter. Now, let me show you the side of it here, okay? These are the two inlets right here on the side. So you got those two right there. The water's gonna be going this way through the filtration system. Now, on the bottom there, it has a drain. As you can see, it's labeled, it says drain on it right there. And it just makes it that much more easier to know what's going on. When cleaning this thing, all I do is shoot it out, and now you have a bottom drain for the filtration system. All I do is just hook up a PVC pipe and run it out towards the back. And yeah, that's how easy it is to clean it. I just take a garden hose, put it on spray, and spray everything down that's inside here. Now, let's get into this first, I guess you can say, area of filtration. We're going to talk about these star filter brushes. This is Mountain Tree's very own star filter brushes. Look at that. Now, these are an innovative plastic material for better lastability for 5 years. So after 5 years, I can probably just go ahead and buy some more of these brushes, because they do sell everything on their website, which makes it so much easier. Now, superior shape, retention to make the brush hard to deform. So you can see, you can smash these things and they'll just spring right back into its normal position. The 6-pointed star filaments for efficient filtration capabilities than normal brushes, so they really took their time to design these brushes. Easy to install and maintain with open hook head. As you can see, the open hook head, you just slide it down and you just hook it on the bar. Makes it super easy to do, and we have a total of 20 star filter brushes. Now, the design of their brushes for ponds make them easy to use, cost effective, and reliable to use for many years. So that right there you could appreciate. And once the water comes in through these two pipes here, these are the inlets. So the water's gonna dump into these star brushes, which is gonna eliminate the big particles. So big particles, it could be leaves, sediment at the bottom, anything that gets sucked through the bottom drain is coming through this category first, or I should say this stage of the filtration first. And then whatever gets past these brushes, it enters the spiral filter mats. I'm gonna take out one of these. I actually use these to filter my above ground pond too as well, and we'll get into the specs of these. Let me pull one out so you can actually see it up close. Now, these are the spiral filter mats. I absolutely love these things. Are so easy to clean, but also I love the way they put these little dividers in there to keep the flow nice and even all the way through. Now, the cool thing about these are, you know, patented spiral 3D structure, surface area for efficient biofiltration and bacteria cultivation. So beneficial bacteria will definitely love to thrive and cultivate on these spiral mats, which I absolutely love. Moderate thickness for good oxygen circulation and low risk of clogging, which I can vouch for, because I've been using these for like maybe almost 2 years now on the above ground pond, and they are doing wonders. They're easy to cut too, so if you need to customize these things, or maybe put them in a sump or any type of pond system, even cut them in a circular shape to fit in like waterfall spillways, you can do that too as well. So they're easy to install for any pond filtration system. Mountain Tree is also thinking about, you know, other types of filtration systems when they made this. Highly resistant against UV rays too as well. So you can see the thickness. I want to say it's probably about 2 inches thick, and you can see, I guess you can kind of see how you can kind of see through it. So it's not like dense to where, you know, stuff is going to get stuck in there and build up really fast. But we have a total of 16 spiral filter mats, and like I said, it's kind of cool how they have these little dividers that they put in between each one to keep it all even and make a nice flow. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this back, and then we'll go into the next filtration. So once the water passes through the filter mats over the biomedia. Now let me explain to you a little bit about this biomedia. Would you check out this biomedia? Look how unique this thing looks. This thing looks pretty. It looks sexy, actually. This is the lotus root bacteria house. As you can see the design, it's got 7 holes that go all the way through to the bottom. Look at this, the spiral design. Now it's pretty neat. They actually created the design of the lotus root bacteria house from the root of the lotus plant. I'll put a picture of what that root looks like. As you can see, it looks very similar to what they created here. Really cool. Now, this mesh that it is wrapped in, you don't want to mess with it, all right? You want to leave it on there. Just in case something breaks in here, it keeps everything intact and together, which is super cool. And I think that's neat that Mountain Tree has that design, you know? So if you ever get these, do not remove the mesh. This helps keep it together. Now, I actually use some of these on my above ground pond. I have them in my bog filter too as well. Now, it's made from calcified minerals to encourage water ecological balance. Incredibly small holes on the surface to house beneficial bacteria. Now, I talked about the spiral shape. This is patented. It's spiral structures for adding up to 3 times filtration space. That's the reason why they created this spiral effect in their biomedia. And we have a total of 36 of these bad boys in this filtration system. And then we have 2 extra large air stones. Now, these are going to be right here in this section of the filter. Now, these are going to provide oxygen, obviously, for the beneficial bacteria that cultivates on the biomedia or the lotus root bacteria house. These ends will be plugged into a separate air pump, which is going to provide the oxygen to these ginormous air stones. Look at these things. These things are massive. So the water is going to go all the way down through all this biomedia and the aerators, obviously, and then it's going to move into the last stage of the filtration system, what the water will move down and go underneath this, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 UV sterilizers. These are each 40 watts. And now what these UV sterilizers will help eliminate is algae blooms in your pond. Not only that though, it's ideal to control harmful parasites and bacteria. So these will kill parasites and bacteria too as well that tries to enter your pond. It also prevents waterborne pathogens for a healthier aquatic environment for your koi fish or goldfish, whatever you have in the pond. And the service life is no less than 8,000 hours. So 8,000 hours, I did the simple math, it's about a year to replace these bulbs. But the way my boy Dennis is going to do it is we're going to have each bulb attached to an LED light panel. So what will happen is if one of these lights go out, it's going to say on the panel which light went out and I can have it replaced, which is super cool. Big shout out to my boy Dennis. Can't wait for that. That's going to be cool. Just like those little things like that. He's going to set up a little LED panel with the lights, and each one of these bulbs will have its own individual light. So I know if it's working or if it's not working. Now, as far as cable management goes and airline hose management goes, we were informed by Mountain Tree to drill a hole either on this side or this side of the filter, and we can run our cables and airline hose through this hole that we make right here. This is kind of like a hard plastic, and this will endure all of the outside elements, just so you know. And then the final stage is right here, the outlets, where the water is going to leave the filter and it's going to go back into the pond. Like I said earlier, when it comes to cleaning this thing, all I do is take a hose, shoot them down, you can take them out, and this entire filter is slanted this way from right to left downwards towards that drain I showed you guys earlier in the video. And that's where all the muck and everything down at the bottom that settles will get washed out. So it's really easy to clean. I don't even necessarily have to take everything out, but if I want to do a thorough cleaning, I could take everything out and do that. If I need to rinse or wash out any of the biomedia, I'll just do that with some pond water and do each individual piece. But you don't want to really shoot like a high pressure type of hose on the biomedia. But as far as the brushes goes and the mats, you can have at it with the spray. That easy to clean. So with all that being said, I'll take a step back and you can take one more look at what this beautiful Mountain Tree ecosystem pond filter looks like. I hope you guys got a better understanding, more in detail, of what's going to filter Tiki Falls 4.0. There it is. I got to give a huge shout out to Mountain Tree. Thank you guys so much. The entire Mountain Tree family. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it, and I could not create this video or keep this pond going without your help. And if you guys want further details on this system, all of Mountain Tree's links will be down in the description below. Go give them a follow on Instagram too as well. I'll have all their social medias down in the description below. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay tuned. Much love and aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui.